press the bell icon on the YouTube app and never miss another update.
Hello students. So today let us continue with the triangles chapter, and we were discussing in the first class, I discussed about the Thales theorem. I hope you all have practiced the theorem and you also understood the theorem, correct? BPT, it is also called as BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem. See, based on that results, so we are going to derive many other results. So that is called as corollary. I hope you have heard this word, corollary means based on the particular theorem, if many results, if we can derive many results on that, then we can call it, we call that results as corollary, okay. And also converse, you might have heard about the converse of the theorem, so which I am going to explain today. So these are the two things which I am going to explain, and also we are going to just start with the exercise 6.2, okay. Maybe I can cover one or two questions from exercise 6.2. So first we are going to study about the corollary. So I hope you understood the meaning of corollary. Based on the theorem, whichever theorem it may be, based on the theorem, we can derive many other results. So that is called as corollary, okay. Since they have not given in your textbook about that, but we are going to use this corollary, or we are going to use these results which I am going to show now in your exercises. So I felt it is very, very important for you to understand, okay. Now, so let us see what are the corollary, means what are the other results which we can derive from the BPT, okay. So what is that BPT, what we have learnt? See, DE is parallel to BC, means if a line is drawn, so I hope you are familiar with the statement, if a line is drawn such that it is parallel to the one of the sides of the triangle, then that line will intersect the other two sides of a triangle and it will cut the other two sides of the triangle with the same ratio. I mean to say that since DE is parallel to BC, if DE is parallel to BC, then AD by DB will be equal to AE by EC. This theorem I showed you in the previous class. Now based on this theorem, we can derive some more results which I am going to show it now. So from BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem, I got the result AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. I hope you understood. This we have already, I have showed you in the previous class. Now using this result, I will derive some more results. Just see. See, now by taking the reciprocal. So when we take the reciprocal, this will be DB by AD is equal to EC by AE. What I have done? By taking reciprocal. By taking reciprocal. Okay, what I have done? I took the reciprocal of this result. Then I will add 1 to both the sides. So what I did? Adding 1 to both sides. So what I'll do, I'll take the LCM. So this will be AD plus DB is equal to AE. I have taken LCM. This will be AE plus EC. Now just observe the figure. AD plus DB. AD plus DB can be written as AB. I hope you understood. So AD plus DB can be written as AB by AD is equal to AE plus EC. AE plus EC, just observe here, AE plus EC. AE plus EC can be written as AC by AE. So this is another result which is derived from the BPT. So this is also very important for you to do the problem. They may not ask this derivation, but you should know how we can get the result by using this BPT. How we got this result by BPT. See, what does this say? See, this is nothing but AB by AD is equal to AC by AE. See, now I think you understood the meaning of corollary. Corollary means by using the main theorem, so we can get a few more we can say results using that BPT theorem. We got this results. Okay. So one more result also I will get now by using this. I'll just add 1 to both the sides. Okay, this is one corollary. Another one, see, I'll use this only, by BPT is equal to AE by EC. Now we know this by BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem or Thales theorem. Now I am going to add 1 to both the sides. Now adding 1 to both the sides, so you can write that adding 1 to both sides. Now what is the LCM? DB is the LCM. AD plus DB is equal to AE plus EC by EC. Now just observe the figure carefully now. AD plus DB. AD plus DB, I can write it as AB by DB is equal to AE plus EC. AE plus EC will be equal to AC by EC. See here, I got another result. See, just see the difference between this and this. See here, AB by AD is equal to AC by AE. AB by AD. AB by AD is equal to AC by AE. Okay, and here AB by DB is equal to AC by EC. See here, just see the changes here. Understood? So these are the results which we can derive from BPT. Okay. So I will tell the application of this when I am doing the exercise problem. So there we have to use this application here. This application will be used in the exercise, that is 6.2. So I hope you understood this. See, one is, so which are the results we got, I will write the list here. So then I think you will understand. So for this, for triangle, I am going to write the result. One is, first one, as you all know, AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. See, the reciprocal of it also will be equal, means DB by AD is also equal to EC by AE. I hope you understood this. I have taken the reciprocal. Okay, these two results. Third result is this one. See, AB by DB, sorry, AB by AD means AB by AD is equal to AC by AE, and the reciprocal of it, that is AD by AB is equal to AE by AC. Okay, so totally 1, 2, 3, 4 results. Another 2 results from this here. I hope you can see if I write here AB by DB. See, observe carefully. AB by DB, the lower part of the triangle, is equal to AC by EC, is equal to AC by EC, and the reciprocal of it, that is DB by AB is equal to EC by AC. Okay. Now, see, these 6 results, these are called as corollary, that is by using BPT. Main theorem is BPT, Thales theorem or basic proportionality theorem. Basic proportionality theorem. We got these 6 results. So, these are used in the problems which we have to solve later on. Okay. So, I hope you understood this. Now, and also I told you at the beginning of this session regarding the converse of the theorem. So, I hope you know the meaning of converse of the theorem. So, that I am going to prove it now. Converse of the theorem. See, what does the converse say? So, you have that in your exercise or in your textbook 6.2 theorem 6.2. Since they have not given complete detail in their textbook, I am going to write now. See, first I will read the statement. If a line divides any 2 sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then the line is parallel to the third side. See, converse of BPT. See, if suppose if the a line drawn, see, D is the line drawn, I am not saying parallel, D is the line drawn which divides, if it divides the other two sides of a triangle in equal ratio, means if AD by DB is equal to AE by AC, then we can say that line DE is parallel to BC. So, as you all know, converse of many theorems you have learnt in 9th standard also, and in 10th also you have learnt in some other geometry chapters, correct? Converse of the theorem, converse of the BPT, converse of BPT. What does that converse of BPT say? If a line drawn, if it divides the 2 sides of a triangle in the same ratio, then DE is parallel to BC. You have to prove DE is parallel to BC. Okay. So, for that, let us start how to write. I hope you please write the statement, so that if I write the statement, I won't be having place to work out. So, please write the statement, very important. Converse of BPT. So, I am going to use this triangle only. So, I am going to draw another line E dash, DE dash, which I can say it is, let us assume that DE dash is parallel to BC. Okay. So, like that we have to prove. Okay. Now, here also given Please write the statement. Please write the statement. Very important. Write the statement. Then you continue. Given in triangle ABC. So what is given? So read the statement, you will understand. So that line divides in equal proportion, that is AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. Okay. If the line divides, then what you have to prove? To prove, you have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. You have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. In BPT, we knew that DE is parallel to BC, then we need to prove that AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. But here converse, okay, converse. So, we have AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. We have to prove that DE is parallel to BC. Okay, for that construction is there. Construction. Let us draw DE dash such that DE dash is parallel to BC. I hope it is clear. So, we are taking another line which is parallel to BC. So, keeping that in view, we are going to try to prove that DE is parallel to BC. Okay. Next. Now, since this is parallel to BC, DE dash is parallel to BC by BPT. So, proof. So, let us, from the known we have to prove it, correct? We already know the BPT, that is basic proportionality theorem. So, based on that, so by BPT, so we can say that AD by DB is equal to AE dash by E dash C. I hope you understood this. By BPT, AD by DB is equal to AE dash by, so this will be the first one. See, because we have taken DE dash as parallel to BC. Okay. Since you can write that also, DE dash is parallel to BC. Therefore, we have taken this. Okay. Next, but we have here AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. We have already, okay, this is second result. Therefore, from 1 and 2, from 1 and 2, what we have? See, AD by DB is equal AD by DB. So, LHS is same, therefore RHS should be same. So, AE dash by E dash C is equal to AE by EC. AE dash by now okay, now next I will do it here. Adding 1 on both the sides, adding 1 on both sides, we have, see here, AE dash by E dash C plus 1 is equal to AE by EC plus 1. So, here E dash C plus E dash C is equal to EC. I am taking LCM, that is all. See, now you observe carefully now. I have taken LCM. AE dash plus E dash C. So, AE dash plus E dash C can be written as AC by E dash C. Now, AE plus EC is also AC by EC. I hope it is clear. See, AE dash plus E dash C, instead of E dash you can take F also, that will be easy I think for you. AE dash plus E dash C is equal to AC. Since the same figure they have drawn in your textbook, I don't want you to get confused, so I have taken the same letter. So, AE plus EC will be AC. So, this can happen only when, please listen carefully now, very important step, EC, E dash C is equal to EC. This will be true only when E dash C is equal to EC. That can happen only when E dash and E is coincide. When E dash coincides with E, then only this can happen, isn't it? So, we can write that result. It is possible only when E dash coincides with E. See, when E dash coincides with E means it is, see we had taken D E dash parallel to BC. So, since E dash coincides with E, definitely we can say that DE is also parallel to BC. Yes or no? See, since it is the same point, E dash and E are the same points. So, DE dash is parallel to BC, therefore, and DE dash and DE are coincides, I mean they coincides with each other, definitely DE will be a parallel to BC. So, that conclusion you can write. Therefore, line DE is parallel to BC. I hope you understood. So, we have to assume another line, that is DE dash parallel to BC, and then we have to prove that DE dash will coincide with DE, the line, these two lines coincides with each other, and earlier we had assumed that DE dash is parallel to BC. Since they coincides with each other, DE is also parallel to BC. Okay. So, this is a converse of BPT. So, based on all this, your exercise 6.2 you have to work based on all this. See, based on corollary, based on converse and also BPT. Based on all these, you have to work out exercise 6.2. So, today I am going to just give from first main I am going to take only one example, and from the second also I am going to take only one example, and since they are very easy problem, you can work out. So, the other two for homework. See, exercise 6.2. First main. So, I will work out second one. First one for you for homework. See, in the figure, DE is parallel to DE is parallel to BC and you have to find out AD. In the second one you have to find out AD. So they have given the condition that DE is parallel to BC. So definitely here you have to apply BPT, basic proportionality theorem. So how to write? So the first one for homework, second one I am going to do. See, second one, condition is given. What is given? DE is parallel to BC. They have given the condition. So since DE is parallel to BC, by BPT, you have to write this. BPT, we have AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. I hope you understood why I have written this. This is the result of the theorem, that is BPT, basic proportionality theorem. AD by DB is equal to AE by EC. So you please observe the figure there in your textbook. Now AD they have not given, so you need to find out AD. DB they have given, DB is 7.2 centimeter and AE they have given 1.8 and EC they have given 5.4. I think only one unknown is there here. AD is the only one unknown. So definitely you can find out AD, isn't it, by cross multiplying. So AD is equal to 1.8 into 7.2 divided by 5.4. So here okay, I will just remove this decimal point. 18 into 7.2 divided by 54. I have removed this decimal point and this decimal point. So 18 ones are 18 threes are. Correct? Now 3 ones are 3 twos are 6, 3 six are 3 fours are 12. So AD will be equal to 2.4 centimeter. Okay, clear? I hope you understood. So easily you can solve the first one also. Their unknown is EC. So definitely by using BPT you can find out. Now second main also, only thing is they have not given the diagram, that's all. So E and F are the points on the sides PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR for each of the following cases. You have to state whether it is parallel or not, that is whether EF is parallel or not. See how will you do it? So you have to draw the diagram. And PQR. So here you should read E and F are the points on the sides PQ, E and F, PQR. Okay. So see, read E and F are the points on the sides PQ and PR respectively of a triangle PQR, each of the following. State whether EF is parallel to QR. So what is the condition? For EF to be a parallel to QR, what is the condition? The ratio of this division should be proportion, that is PE by EQ should be equal to PF by FR, correct? So let me write which one shall I do? Second one. So second one I will do, this is second one, second one I am doing. So PE is how much? 4 centimeter. Next QE is 4.5. Next PF is 8 centimeter. Next RF is 9 centimeter. Okay, now you have to check whether EF is parallel to QR. So how will you write? If EF is parallel to PQR, then what is the condition? PE by EQ should be equal to PF by FR. Yes? Is it correct? Okay. Now let us find out PE by EQ. How much? P is how much? 4 by 4.5. PF by FR is 8 by 9. So find out if it is same. See here, decimal point if I remove 40 by 45, so this will be 5 8s are 45, 5 9s are 45. See here. Okay. So PF by FR is 8 by 9. So this also they are what we can say equal fractions. Okay. Now 8 by 9. Okay, 4 2s are 4.5 into 2. You will get the same. Okay. Now since you write the conclusion, since PE by EQ is equal to PF by FR, since they are equal, then we can come to the conclusion that EF is parallel to QR. Suppose, say for in some other example or in first one or second one, if they are not equal, then you should say that EF is not parallel to QR. That's all. Okay. I hope you people can do those. Another in second main 2 problems for homework, and in first main 1 problem for homework. So the other one I have done. So I think I am going to continue in the next class the exercise 6.2. So you practice the BPT and also the converse and also the results, that is the different results which we got it by BPT, that is corollary. Okay. Thank you.